Produced by Dita.
Hello, guys, and welcome to week 5 and week 6. So, what we're going to go over today is our creating your very own magazine. All right, so within this project, you guys are creating a 10-page magazine. When it comes to your creative concept, it is completely yours. You have complete creative freedom that I talked about earlier to create whatever magazine you want to. All right, so I'm going to give a brief overview of the magazine, what I want, and what those things look like, and then I'm going to jump into the instructions for the magazine. So, within your week 5 and week 6 folder, you guys will have your InDesign, what's a grid. You'll have InDesign helpful architectural structure for your magazine layout. You'll also have examples for good magazine covers. These are all student covers. And you're also, these are at student magazines. And you also have an example of a magazine I put together just to clarify some things that you may have questions on. So these are my examples, okay? And then we get into the actual magazine. And here are your instructions and your rubric. So I'm going to start with my examples. So the hardest part about this project is really sticking to your theme and what you've come up with. Okay, so a lot of you did a really good job in creating your cover and creating your very own concept for that magazine. So I'm going to go through my magazine and break it down. As you know, pages are single 1, 2, 3. Spreads are by 2, 2, 4, 6. Okay. So my magazine cover is about celebrity women in pages and as a spread, okay? So, all right, let's get into it. All right, so for your very first page, you guys have already, out of the 10 pages that is required, you guys have already completed 3 pages of your magazine. So going back into week 3, you guys created your very own magazine cover. You created 2 of them. One was a celebrity and one was a personal, a self-portrait cover. So one of those magazine covers is supposed to act as a next month issue. So here is, and mind you, everything I'm showing you as far as examples have some conflict because it will not look exactly how yours is supposed to come out. So please understand that my examples I'm showing you, they are not your rubric. So make sure you go by your rubric and not the examples. Pull and pick where you need to understand. But their rubric was completely different for the fall and for the spring. So for the fall and spring, you would have made a 16-page or 20-page magazine, depending on how much time we have. So on the first page, here is my celebrity. This is my cover. All right, so going into my second and third page, you guys are not doing a table of contents. For this page, you're doing a letter from the editor. So you're not doing a table of contents. Your letter from the editor is to come right after your very first page. For your magazine, you guys only have one ad. Okay, so this rubric or this example that I'm showing you is not based on the rubric that you guys have. So look at this being objective at the layout and the style. So you have your cover. Here you will have your letter from the editor, and you'll also have a ad. You have one ad. The ad that you have will be the flyer you created. The ad that you guys are using will be the flyer you've created. And you're only using one. Okay, so as I go through this, you guys, you will see where it says add. If this was the fall or spring semester, those classes, the requirement was to have 4 ads. Okay, so this does not pertain to you. You're only using one ad, and that is the flyer that you guys created. So this page can be any page you want it to be. You can have your ad here, or you can have an article here. So this is a spread. So we said that spreads are 2 pages. All right, so I have this called 2-page article. My headline is Maya. My subheadline is It's All About Me. Title, subtitle. I've also incorporated a pull quote. A drop cap. All right, so somewhere within your magazine, you need to have a drop cap. It does not have to be on every article. It does not have to be on every page, but you need to incorporate it within your magazine somewhere. Tasteful, okay? So here you can see that I used columns to create my body copy. Now, when it comes to your body copy, all of the text within your magazine is placement text. All of the body copy within your magazine is placement text. The only things that are readable text will be your headline, your subheadline, your pull quote, and your letter from the editor. Those are the only things that are real text. Your body copy, dummy text, placeholder text. So like I said before, in your tutorial, you want to go through and stylize that text so that it looks like real, readable, legible text. Don't forget to play around with your paragraphs and create paragraphs. Your alignment. Play around with your alignment and create paragraphs. All right, so we're dropping down. This is an example of a 1-page article. Like I said, the theme of my magazine is about women, celebrity women. So we have Yandy, I Am the Boss. All right, so this is her 1 page. Here is my text. I've also highlighted and changed the color of that text to kind of make it stand out and pull it out a certain way. All right, so let's get down to your feature. So within every magazine, you have a feature, and that feature individual is the person that's typically on the cover of your magazine. A feature is usually the person that's on the cover of your magazine. So whoever you've chose for your cover, that's who your feature will be about. Your feature will be 3 pages. Your feature will cover 3 pages. And that will be consistent. That's why it's called a feature. So my feature is Melinda Williams. She was the individual on my cover. So that is my feature. Here, I've incorporated my pull quote. Okay, your pull quote can either be a direct pull quote from that celebrity, or you can make up a pull quote for that celebrity to incorporate it in your magazine. it must be real legible text. Like I can read it. I've been in the acting game a long time. Okay? So your pull quote is typically whatever was written within that article. Is that quote pulled out and it's a little bit bigger. All right, so we talk about layout. So here's my 2 pages. Like this is an example. So during the regular semester, it would have been 5 pages. For the summer, you guys are only doing 3. So all of my pages are consistent to each other, especially within my layout and the format for it. So here's my title, Melinda Williams, Living My Best Life, going into my body copy. Within your magazine, you can have subtitles within the body copy. So here I have Viva La Vacay. I have Viva La Vacay again just because I couldn't think of anything when I was doing it. But you can have different subtitles, and I'm going to show you some good examples a little bit later. All right, so there's my picture. Here's my next picture. And mind you, this was 5 pages because in the fall, this would have been 5 pages. So you guys are doing 3. So at this point, I believe you should have maybe 3 pages left. If I'm adding it up, I think you guys have 3 pages left. So it's up to you to decide how you want those 3 pages to be incorporated. So you could either have 3 individual articles that have nothing to do with each other. Like, for example, this could be an article about Rihanna. This could be an article about Lizzo. And I can have another article about Meg Thee Stallion. Those 3 articles would be completely different from each other. That's an example. Or if I want to create some kind of spread, I can create one spread that's going to cover 2 pages. And that by itself can just be one article. And then I would just have an extra page that's completely different. So I hope I'm making sense to you guys how I'm explaining it. And if you guys have any questions, please email me. Come see me Wednesday on the Zoom, and I can explain it a little bit better and in depth. Or you can email me and I'll definitely get back to you. And so, like I said, you guys will be creating a 10-page magazine. I hope this clarifies exactly what I'm looking for as far as your overall layout. So, let's get into a little bit an example. So these are some different layout styles. Everywhere X is, that is an image. Anytime you see any squiggly lines, that is text. So when I'm talking about your layout and a designed layout, this is what I'm talking about. Or this is visually what I'm talking about. Now, mind you, some of this stuff may work and some of it may not work for you, depending on your vision for your magazine. But I will show you this so it can help guide you or spark some type of creativity within you that you get it. And this is all under grids. This is all under What's a Grid and Helpful Architectural Magazine Layouts. Also, these links are really good, so please check them out. All right, so I'm going to come back and I'm going to see you in the next video.